My question is about what is happening in Afghanistan at present with the Taliban. Well, it seemed to be, well, the old Taliban of 20 years ago, the policy to be completely conflict with Muslim beliefs, of respect for peace, of not killing. What do you think of what's happening in Afghanistan?
First of all, what is happening in Afghanistan is more of a political issue than anything else, right? This is not a religious issue as such. Now, if the Taliban are unjust, then I would speak out against them. Whatever injustices they've done, I would speak out against them. My first cousin was bombed and killed in Pakistan about 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, by suspected Taliban. They don't know. Okay? He was an airline pilot. He went into a hotel and a truck came into the hotel and he died. Okay? Now, if they did do that, I would condemn that because Islam condemns it. If they didn't do it, I'm not going to condemn them for that because that would be unjust, right? But what's happening in Afghanistan is more of a political issue. What concerns me, being a Brit, what the hell were we doing there for the last 20 years? Why did we destabilize a country to the extent? If Osama bin Laden definitely did bomb the Twin Towers, then it would have been quite right for them to have gone and bombed Osama bin Laden. If he had a bunch of guys that helped him, it would have been within their rights to have gone and bombed those guys. Why go and destroy a whole country? Because they don't let the women go to school. Okay, it's wrong if they do that. But does that mean that they deserve to die? Does that mean they deserve to be bombed? You understand my point? The point here is that in the West, we have a very mixed up way of righteousness. We're the good guys. Hey, but guess what? We kill more people than the terrorists kill. How are we the good guys? You know, Iraq, Saddam Hussein is a bad man. He killed 30,000 Kurds. He gassed them. If he did do that, horrendous, horrible thing to do. We went and killed 1 million Iraqis. And we're the good guys. We stole their oil. And we're the good guys. We want $1 trillion of mineral reserves, lithium, from Afghanistan. And we're the good guys. How are we the good guys? I'm not saying there are not bad people who've done bad things in some of those countries. They are bad, very bad. But how are we the good guys? When our intentions of going in, we're telling our soldiers and their families that you're saving people. And in reality, what we're doing is we're destroying entire nations. That's the problem. And this is why in Islam, Allah says that He will judge you, your actions, by your intentions. So if you go into a foreign land to liberate the people, truly liberate the people, and create peace to take away mischief, then it's a noble action. And the same action, if you go to have those oil lines connected from Russia, right, down to the sea, so you can fill your ships with oil and steal the mineral resources of Afghanistan, then the same action of war becomes an evil action. We will judge you by your intention. Your actions will be judged by your intentions. And unfortunately, our intentions in the West, in particular America and Britain, our country here, have not been noble intentions.
Oh no, right.
We've told the people that we're there to cause peace. And what does Allah say? That they tell the people that we are the peace lovers, peacemakers. Yet they are the corruptors. They are the evildoers. Allah says this in the Quran. That the people, they preach that we only want to make peace. But they're the real corruptors.
Blair went into Iraq on a lie.
Absolutely.
But the people of Afghanistan, particularly the women, seem terrified. They're trying to flee.
What we're seeing in Afghanistan is two things. We're seeing some people possibly who are genuinely scared of what the Taliban were 20 years ago and possibly might be today. And then there's an awful lot of people who are going to use this upheaval to try to find their way into the West, because that's what they always wanted to do. So when everyone realizes that there's a train or a plane coming to the West, they've been trying to come in for the last 20, 30 years. Now's your opportunity. Jump on there as much as you can. Get on there as fast as you can to get into the West. So there's two types of people. I don't deny that the Taliban historically have been accused of some horrible things. As I said to you, my first cousin was killed, and it was suspected to be a Taliban bombing, right? So I don't justify anybody. But if you show me the evidence that they definitely did it, I condemn them. But if you don't have the evidence, I'm not going to hear what people are saying to me in the West about the brown skin in the East, or the brown skin in Africa, that these people are bad because of X, Y, Z, because I know throughout history they've proven themselves that they'll say whatever it takes to get whatever they want. You know, look at Africa, the state of Africa. They tell you there was no civilization in Africa, these were savages. You look at the history, they had immense amount of historical, educational wealth in Africa. But they destroyed it. Why did they destroy it? Why did they go into these lands accusing them of savagery? Because they wanted their resources. They took their resources, they took their people. It's a horrible world we live in at the moment, where the ones who claim the peace are actually the corruptors. And many times, you know, I think it was Chomsky who said that, you know, the real corruptors or the real terrorists or the killers, the media will have you believe that they're the liberators. And the ones that are being savaged, the ones that are being killed, become the bad people, basically. It's the same thing. Look, if we look at the old cowboy and western cowboy movies in America, what do we see? The Red Indian, you know, woo, he's shooting arrows at a white man, and the white man is defending himself, you know, because, oh, these savages they want to kill us. What they don't show you is that millions of indigenous Indians were killed, slaughtered. They were getting 10 cents for every scalp. The government were paying 10 cents for every scalp. So people went out and they hunted the indigenous population. Australia, my friend, up to the 50s, abo hunts. Men on jeeps with the big spotlights hunting the Aborigine for sport.
It's a long bow to draw.
It happened. I know. I don't blame the people today. I wouldn't blame this brother. Why? He's got nothing to do with what the people did before.